Everybody who hears this idea could actually just decide, right? And we could call this a mindset shift. If you could just decide that you're empowered as an adult to
Mhm.
make your own decisions about what you value and what's important. See, so many of us never grabbed on to that individuality, right? We're still kind of waiting for someone else to tell us what's most important and what we're supposed to value. We're still waiting to like discover that somewhere outside ourselves. And the move here is to actually grab that internally and go, yeah, this is what I care about. And here's a whole different topic. If we fall into the codependent place, if that's like a strategy of survival for us and we're enmeshed with other people, all of a sudden somebody else being happy is what we think will drive our happiness. So we work really hard to keep our partner satisfied or all these things. A lot of that, we got to bring it back to ourselves and actually go, what is it going to be that's going to make me happy? And when I know that, right, what really do I value here? What's most important? So literally going through like your values, and this is probably something for another talk as well. We could do a deeper dive on this, but very quickly, it's like, what are the areas of life where you want to have certain outcomes? For me, it's like my business, my relationships, my friendships, my physical health, how I'm feeding myself, how I'm working out. Very quickly I can get to the 5, 10, 15 top things that I truly care about and want to have effect over, right? And I can list those out, and that's great. There's another distinction here, and I'm going to actually mention Jordan Peterson's name in this, and he's a fairly controversial guy. I don't know why he's as controversial as he is, but he seems to be thrown under the bus by different news sources. So I'm not advocating all of Jordan Peterson's ideas. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm saying that he has one great idea that's called clean your room. And I'll do my best to kind of steal his ideas here to share them because I think they're really important. The question he has, and I don't know if he's teaching right now or not, but he was a university professor, and he would teach his students that the best question to ask them is like, are you cleaning your room? And why would he ask that? Why does that matter? Well, especially our younger generations these days, but often, people who are really like angry at the political process, imagine somebody like that. Many of us are shaking our fists at these big things that we actually have no control over. Right. So if I'm yelling about what the foreign policy of America is, and I'm literally like letting that kind of dominate my consciousness, like I've watched something happen on some news outlet and I hear that a bill happened in this way. And now I'm not saying it's unreasonable to care about that. Like it matters to have an opinion and care about that and do whatever. But if we get lost in that's our entire focus, right? Jordan Peterson's question is, well, have you cleaned your own room yet? Right. And why does he say that? Well, if I'm shaking my fist at this big thing that I have no control over, and then he goes, have you cleaned your room? And I say no, he's like, well, the first move here is to actually move your attention to what you really control and get really good at that, right? Because his point is to keep your room clean is actually harder than a lot of us think. It takes time and attention and some follow-up and all that stuff. As you get better at cleaning your room, then it's like, well, have you cleaned your whole house? Like what's going on there? When you gain mastery at that, you become really a person who's managing the things in your life that you can control.
Thanks for tuning into the Rob Scott Show. My name's Sarah, and I'm here with Rob Scott. He's a master level coach. And we're here to we got to start this again. Cut.